Did Jesus really rise from the dead? The evidence and why it still matters. Did Jesus really rise from the dead? This question is so familiar that it can lose its impact. But it is not just a side issue. It is the very foundation of Christianity. If the resurrection did not happen, the entire faith collapses. So let us take the question seriously. Some critics say no, others try to compromise by suggesting a so-called spiritual resurrection, something symbolic but not physical. Yet this idea has no support in the Bible or early Christian history. A vague spiritual experience would not have transformed terrified disciples into fearless witnesses. It would not have launched a global movement. The New Testament is crystal clear. Jesus rose bodily from the dead on the third day. The tomb was found empty. Jesus appeared in a physical, recognizable body. He ate food with his followers, walked with them, and invited Thomas to touch his wounds. These were not metaphors. These were real events recorded by eyewitnesses. Think about the historical setting. Jesus had been executed by Rome, publicly and brutally. His disciples were in hiding. Yet within weeks, they were boldly proclaiming that Jesus was alive. And they were willing to suffer, be imprisoned, and even die for that claim. People do not die for what they know is false or fictional. Consider Thomas, often remembered as the doubter. He refused to believe unless he could see and touch Jesus. And Jesus invited him to do just that. Thomas later traveled as far as India to preach the gospel. Or look at Saul, a fierce enemy of Christianity. After encountering the risen Jesus on the road to Damascus, he became Paul, the greatest missionary in church history. Christianity has not endured for over 2,000 years because of a metaphor. It stands on the resurrection, a historical, physical event that changed lives then and still does today. You are free to believe or not. But let us be honest, there is no Christianity without the resurrection. There is no point in following Jesus if he stayed in the grave. The tomb is still empty. That is the truth. The only question now is, what will you do with it?